Hello, guys, and welcome back to the Jamie F podcast show. As you can see, I've upgraded my setup. I've gone and got a new mic, got a ring light, and using my phone camera. Hoping that there's gonna be better video and audio quality now. I think initially the plan was just to get some videos out via. I was doing them via my laptop. Quality wasn't necessarily all that great, but I think it was just I wanted to do that just to get the channel kick started, and hopefully now I can sort of build on sort of the videos that I've posted so far. So where have I been? So I've had a little bit of time off, only a couple of weeks off doing YouTube. Just been very busy generally with things going on. Personal life, had some unfortunate sort of news in my own life as well, which impacted myself and my wife. So I'm going to probably talk about that in a separate video in a bit more detail, because I think that needs a video in itself. But the reason that I'm posting this video today is just really to talk about where I want to go with the channel and what's coming up from me. So and the idea was to it was a little bit of a vlog podcast channel, just want to share my views on things, so I'm hoping that I can still go about doing that. I think I know I've got I did a podcast with a good friend of mine who's got a Facebook page, Wisdom Creators. Definitely worth checking out. Just want to plug him and his channel, because it's a free service, just to support people and sort of give motivation and share wisdom. So fantastic resource. I think I've spoken about it in my previous videos, but I'd absolutely recommend going across to Facebook and checking out Wisdom Creators. Yeah, really great page. I was on there, we were talking about anxiety, depression, and just talking about sort of our sort of shared experiences. I talked about how I in the past had felt that way. I'd sort of hit some low points professionally, and other aspects of my life as well weren't quite where I wanted them to be. So yeah, I was impacted there at that time, and I talked about that, and it was a really good video. And obviously I don't want to sort of spoil anything in that video. I'm going to post that on the channel. He's just sending that across to me, and that was sort of webinar on Zoom. So yeah, so that again, that's live on his that's on his page. But I did that live. There was audience interaction there as well. But I'll share that on my channel just because it's a good collaboration piece, and it just a little bit more depth to myself really as well. In terms of going forward then, so I'm hoping now I've got some better equipment and I'm better set up, I want to start posting a little bit more regularly. Again, I want to state that this really is just a bit of a side project for me at the moment. Again, I don't see this turning into a career, but I just want to see where I can take this and just want to share my views. But yeah, so I want to start posting a bit more regularly. Now, in terms of the content I want to be posting, I suppose anything topical, maybe anything that interests me, I want to talk about in the news. I do want to sort of, I want to be careful not to be too diverse and have sort of too wider or too broader channel, so I do want to try and rein it in some way, because I know a lot of my videos at the moment have been sort of geared towards maybe young 20-somethings, maybe young 30-somethings who typically maybe need a little bit of support with their career, or just life in general. So kind of just been given some life advice and thoughts. But yeah, so I definitely want to carry on doing a little bit of that, sharing my experience. I also want to sort of share my fitness journey as well, because I would say over the last sort of 5 years or so, I've not necessarily been as fit as what I could have been. I'm now a couple of weeks away from turning 30, so I'm at that point now where I really want to sort of get myself fit and healthy, physically and mentally as well. But certainly getting in the gym more, running more, and one of the things that I'm going to be doing next is I want to do a 50-day fitness challenge or something to that extent, where again, I'll probably talk more about the stipulations on another video, maybe when I sort of introduce that series. But I'm going to sort of try and do some form of exercise every day. Maybe share a little bit of sort of where I started from, in terms of, you know, from right now, where am I starting, what am I aiming for, what am I doing daily, how's that going. If I get sort of better with the video editing side of things, maybe I'll start creating some better videos with sort of edits in from some of the apps that I'm using. I have in the past done sort of calorie counting and tracking. I use MyFitnessPal for that, and again, I'm more than happy to share that as well. I know this isn't specifically a fitness channel, by no stretch of the imagination am I an expert in the field, but something I've been interested in for, I'd say, maybe 10 years, and I've sort of been hit and miss with it especially over the last few years, and that's just part and parcel of life, really. You know, I think once I finished university and I kind of got settled down and I'd owned a house and sort of working in sort of a full-time high pressure environment, you don't necessarily find as much time for the gym. But I think I could have, if potentially. I know one of my issues is I'm quite into my gaming as well, so I kind of want to try and curb that this year, really, and I'm looking at you know, trying to focus more on physically and mentally on myself, and maybe try and reduce the amount I do that. And again, that's down to my addictive personality. I'm somebody who really gets really sort of involved into, you know, gaming, and yeah, it's something that, you know, I can quite easily. I could spend, you know, hours upon hours, you know, if uninterrupted. So it won't say it's a problem, but it's just something that I want to kind of reduce a little bit, as you know, because I think my life's going to change over the next few years. I'm sure, you know, as maybe me and my wife start a family and things like that. So yeah, so definitely, you know, just wanted to share just really where I'm up to at the moment, and apologies for not sort of posting over the last couple of weeks. The plan was to sort of be regularly posting, but just didn't really feel motivated to do it, and I don't want to just release content for the sake of releasing content. I want the whole purpose of my channel, just to kind of go over that again, really. I do want to add value. I'm not in it necessarily to make money, or, you know, to sell merchandise or anything like that. I just kind of want to share my views on certain things, and hopefully add value to some people's lives, and that's something hopefully that might resonate in my future videos, and you know, maybe if my channel grows and I get more subscribers, then I can start helping more people and just build a bit of a community. But right now, you know, it's still early days for this channel, and I'm just really looking to just to be consistent with my posting, get better at getting my videos out there, and just build my subscriber base organically, and hopefully, you know, I can build a bit of community here, and I can be posting fairly regularly. But yeah, watch out for the I've got a video coming up soon. My friend's going to send me the file over, and I'm going to upload I think it's depression, from impression to depression, or something like that, a series on his channel. So I'll post that, where obviously myself and the host Paul talk about my experience, sort of depression, well, certainly low points, sort of in my sort of you know, sort of in the last sort of 5 to 10 years, and how that impacted me sort of in terms of professionally and at home and things like that. So yeah, I think it's definitely an interesting listen, and yeah, I'm going to do sort of the 50 days of fitness. I'm looking to start that soon, and yeah, if anything comes up and if I really want to make a video, I'm just going to go for it, and I think I'll just sort of over time work out what this channel is going to be, because you know, originally I wanted to sort of get a bit of a podcast kind of vibe going, but I'm not really sure what I want this channel to be yet, so it's still really early stages, and I'm hoping that I can build it out over time. So appreciate, you know, everyone who listens and views this video. Again, appreciate you taking the time. I'd really appreciate as well if you could like, comment and subscribe. You know, share the channel if you feel that it's adding value, and yeah, and hopefully I want to build this channel out and just keep going from strength to strength. So appreciate the time, everybody. yeah, and that's me. Thank you.